Education Secretary Gillian Keane, Jeremiah Hunt, and David Cameron oppose move, while university leaders warn of economic and cultural impact. Rishi Sunak is facing a cabinet revolt over plans to scrap a graduate visa scheme that allows overseas students to live and work in the UK for up to 2 years after graduation, under pressure from some of the right of his party to demonstrate that the Tories are tougher on immigration than Labour. Downing Street is considering further restriction or even ending the graduate scheme, which some believe can be used as a backdoor entry route to the UK. So apparently it means that after the party of the Prime Minister failed woefully from the local elections that took place some weekends ago, it means that he's head-bent, even though he's focusing on the national election, because it means that he does not want to listen to advice, because currently, as it is ongoing on the UK since the implementation of these immigration reforms, the UK universities are suffering from it. Some average UK teachers are out of jobs because the money these international students are bringing are no longer flowing. Even some of these universities have to merge with some other universities for them to remain in business or look for other means in getting funds to keep their universities running. You see, everybody needs somebody in some way or the other, because even the British creative industry on their own side is bemoaning some of these immigration reforms, because by the time a student comes in after graduation, they can work 2 years and contribute to UK creative industry. We can equally see what is happening all over the place. But like he's always said, politicians all over the world is the same. All they care is their interests, they are greedy, they are head-bent in getting the election numbers or the figures. All they just care about is to get the numbers and remain in power. Because if not, this Prime Minister should listen to the cry out of these universities, the institutions. The labor shortages they are having should be of more concern to him than just implementing these reforms for him to say he fulfilled promise that they made to British public, that they will curb migration when they move out of the EU. Because at the end of the day, it is a plan that they did not consider very well before throwing it to the British public or proposing it to the British public. Now they proposed these plans. Some of these plans has not even fully started, and we can already see that it's doing more harm than good to Britain as a country. We can see that it's doing more harm to their economy. We can see that it's doing more harm to their institutions. But even at that, their Prime Minister is still head-bent on carrying on with it. You know, I said it in many videos I've done for some weeks back. If he does not take time, these immigration reforms will be what will throw him out of office. And if he does not listen to the cry of his people, maybe he will shamefully leave office. It's just a fact. Yes, because at this point in time, this is not what the UK need to be experiencing shortages for their jobs to be cut, for universities to run out of business. Do you know how much these students are bringing to the economy of UK? Do you know how much these universities are bringing in as tax to the UK economy every year? Not to talk of the people these universities are employing. Not to talk of the skills these people are contributing to UK's creative industry. Yes, you know, it's only a tree that hears that it will be cut down and stand. And we Africans, we have an adage that a fly that does not listen to advice follows the corpse to the grave. So, Prime Minister, if you know how to pound, you pound inside the mortar like we Africans say. If you don't know how to pound on your leg when it pains you, you will understand how it feels to pound in a mortar. If you like, listen. If you don't like, don't listen. At the end of the day, continue. If you continue, we'll finally see where all these paying deaf ears to the cry, all these outcries will lead you to. That is just my opinion.